Hello there, question for you. Has your primary care provider asked you about your bowel movement? If I were to take a guess, I'd say no. For some reason, it's not the most comfortable topic to discuss with a patient. And unless you're 45 or over, your doctor probably did not mention colonoscopy either. So at the same time, every time I help somebody lose weight or get in shape and coach, I always ask the person about their pooping habits, because your pooping habits have a lot to do not only with your weight loss, imagine that, and I actually made a separate video on the topic, but also they have a lot to do with your health. And they are a sign that something is going on inside of you and that you should be paying attention to it. So if you have diarrhea, if you have constipation, if your poop is of a weird shape, like a little thin, for example, or clumpy, if you also get bloated, if you suffer from stomachache, if you get fatigued for no reason, this could be a sign that something's going on, and it can be more serious than just your inability to lose weight, but you might actually have something as serious as colon cancer. And colon cancer, ladies and gentlemen, is the third cancer in the United States. So it is a serious matter. That's why it's so important to get screened for colon cancer, especially if you have a history of colon cancer, or especially if your diet is really bad, and especially if you have these symptoms. Now, I can understand that colonoscopy is not the easiest test. It's not the most pleasant and comfortable. I actually had colonoscopy when I was 35. I actually went to see a gastro after I started bleeding out of my rear end after taking a lot of ibuprofen. And my gastro suggested colonoscopy. I had to prepare myself for the procedure by not eating the whole day, have to take laxatives. So it was not fun, but it was funny because I had to spend the whole day on the toilet. And it's a good thing when there's 2 toilets in the house, but if there's only one, forget it. Anyways, so I had to sit on the toilet the whole day, emptying my bowels, and then on the day of the procedure, somebody has to take you there and then pick you up. And they inject you with a bunch of poison because you get put under, and it's not fun. And not everybody can, it's a pain in what. But anyways, I'm not telling you not to do colonoscopy, because colonoscopy is a very important test. If for some reason you don't want to have a colonoscopy, or you can't, but especially if you have symptoms that I've mentioned, and your family history of colon cancer, or if your diet is bad, and for instance you don't eat enough fiber, which by the way I made a video about, and its importance. And by the way, fiber is like a little brush that cleans your colon, and it can literally scrape off colon cancer cells. So that's another reason why getting enough fiber in your diet is so important. But if for some reason, again, you can't have it, or you don't want to, even if you don't have symptoms, because a lot of times colon cancer, especially in the early stages, does not have any symptoms, and you can purchase this test. What this test does, and as well as other tests that are out there, it does measure tests for blood. It looks for blood in the stool, blood that can't be seen with a naked eye. So it's much more sensitive than your eyes, and it can detect small traces of it. If you open this particular packet, and this test, by the way, has about 70% of sensitivity, and there's others that might be a little bit more sensitive than this one. They were not available, and so I purchased this one. I thought I would give it a try. It was only $12. I don't even have to go near my poop either. It doesn't take any preparation. You don't have to fast. You don't have to do laxatives. You don't have to prepare yourself for this test. All you need to do is follow steps that are described in the instructions. You do want to read the instructions. They're very important, because if you don't do it correctly, the test will not be valid. So you're gonna have to pretty much drop one of these 5 tissues in your toilet bowl, first without the poo and then with the poo, and you're gonna do it 3 times. And if this changes color to like a green or blue color, that means that there are traces of poo in your blood. And if I was you at that time, I would actually go and see a gastro and ask for a colonoscopy, because that might be the sign that there is something wrong going on, whether it's a polyp or colitis or even colon cancer. The sooner you detect it, the easier it'll be to get rid of colon cancer. So that's it. I always recommend you not only rely on your doctor, but especially on yourself. You have more time and you care more about your own body than anybody else, and you should. So I'm going to show you in other videos other things that you can do on your own without your doctor's order, and you actually should. Talk to you later. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye.